Good morning, everybody, from our homestead to yours. Before we get this video started, we just hit I can't, but I'm that excited and I haven't had coffee yet, but we had just over 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for everybody who came over, said hi, liked and subscribed. Thank you, Chrissy from Along the River Homestead, my YouTube sister. I will post her link down below. She put a shout out and several people came over and introduced themselves, so that was really fun. And I guess we get our community tab in about a week or so, where I'll be able to post a picture or a thought of the day or something. Just another way to, you know, be in touch with the YouTube community. So thank you all so much for getting us to this point. We literally wouldn't be here without you. We have a lot going on, so we're just going to get into it and get some things done around here. I'm sure you're doing the same, but if you're taking a break, enjoy this video. Almost missed that. The big ugly tree is down. Good boy, Shmoo. Pine cone killer. All right, so as you can see, we are in project mode again. We're using the next 3 days because it's a 3-day weekend, even though I'll be working from home in the mornings. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. We let Tilly out to roam around and Harry thinks that she's a dog. Hey, hey, stop it. Anyway, we want to get out there and help your brother? Go on. Go. I know. She thinks she's so tough. So, we're using these 3 days as like a spring cleaning. As you move animals around, oh, there she goes, she's gonna follow Dee. As you move animals around and do general farm work, there's a tendency to just leave little items behind. Not only that, but since this place was pretty trashy when we moved in and we spent a long time cleaning it up, as we've moved the goats around, we have unearthed random objects. So, oh, there's Tilly. We are kind of cleaning up as we go. Funny enough, when we moved the goats further back, Aspen found like a collection of bottles, and she dug them all up and brought them to the middle of the pen. And the kids, after we moved the ghosts out of there, had to go and clean all that up. What do you think, Till? Tilly has never seen Aspen. So, what do you think? Uh-oh, Miss Fierceness. Everybody's gonna come say hi. All right, I just realized that I better explain this part of things because Matt is trying to teach Dee how to drive the tractor. So once this part is over, I'll get in there and explain, but we have an area in front of the house that has a deck. Well, it's not the front of the house, it's the side of the house, but it's the entrance, an exit we use all the time. There are some really nice like box hedges there, but it's also excellent space for growing things. So what we're going to be doing is pulling those bushes out and deconstructing that deck because the railing was done in a haphazard way, not by us, before we moved in. It's a great deck, but they never properly sealed it. So we're gonna take all of the railing down. We are going to sand and seal it, and then we are going to rebuild the railing in an entirely different way. But that needs to be done before I can use the space for my growing or my transplants that I plan to put there. And also, it's just fun to use the tractor to pull stuff. So, tractor needed to be run. Instead of digging them out, we're gonna use it, and Dee Dee will learn to use the tractor at the same time. Okay, so the kids have just started. The sun's at my back, so this is terrible lighting, but we're not throwing the bushes away. We have this tree line that Matt has been working over the last year to thin out. It'll fill in a little bit. There is a field where they grow. I'm not sure what they grow there. Anyway, what we can now see our neighbors and their beautiful, we can now see our neighbors and their beautiful hunting kennels, which we hear the dogs, but anyway, we don't necessarily want that. So some of these box hedges he's gonna put in there. We're gonna order some trees to put along that tree line, but we're not throwing the box hedges away. They were just in the wrong place. Okay, so here's the deck. We've gained growing space here, and Corbin and I were talking, and I had this idea, but I'm glad he agrees. This is where we kind of keep our trash cans. Don't mind the ugly trash can, we're gonna replace that eventually. But we're gonna put in some pavers and make like a little driveway so it's easier to get our trash can and recycling in and out. So this is the deck that was built a few years ago. See how pretty it is? Beautiful. Anyway, we need to take the whole thing down and start fresh. We're gonna replace the steps. The deck part, oh, the wind. The deck part is going to stay for now because lumber's so expensive. And we're gonna fully replace that later, probably in a few years. We have a larger back deck that needs to be done also, so that's more of a priority to replace. This is just...
Can I just break this?
Yes, you can break it. This is just because it's hideous. And it needs to be better, and also so I can grow there, and we can't work on it if I'm growing stuff. So we know for at least a year or two we're not going to do anything but the railing. Somebody has questions.
So
yes?
I need to pull the nails out if I'm just...
Yes, we need the nails too. And we don't need to keep the nails, just the screws. So we're trying to preserve what we can. Also, we're going to keep all the wood for any outdoor projects because we're always needing scraps and little pieces, and this stuff is still good and usable. And with the price of wood, why throw it away? You get these?
Go on. I stopped.
So Dee, how's our deck project going?
We'll probably go have to buy stairs since I easily broke off a section that holds the stairs up.
It's not going so great.
It's horrible, and the termites have eaten the bottom of it.
So we were just gonna, you know, take the railing down and replace it. But then the more we took down, the more we realized
it just took itself apart.
what a piece of crap this is. So we now need stairs because, yeah, she broke those, not a big deal. So we need the little, whatever those things are called, for the steps to sit on. And something Matt is particularly excited about. I know, he's smiling on the inside. Because I was gonna go with just regular, you know, stain on wood. But Corbin and I, since this deck is only gonna sit here another year, maybe a little more, because our money's been allocated for other projects, Corbin and I made an executive decision not to go with that stain. We picked out a lovely, colorful stain that Matt highly approves of, don't you, dear?
No, not at all.
Yes, he's gonna love it. He's gonna love it. So I guess the kids have sanded. We're gonna get this stained. I don't even think we have enough paint to paint the bottom of this thing, but we'll see. And then tomorrow we'll continue, or sometime this week. So this isn't gonna get done this video, but maybe we can do a little preview of what will come for the next video. You wanna go grab the stain, Dee?